True, you're being a little too frisky today. Oh, it looks like I'm live. We have sound, we got sound. Alright, well, let's do this. Got a lot of maps, and all of them are too low, including the tier 12. So I'm just burning through some maps for a little bit. Play for maybe a half hour to an hour. But same build that I've been showcasing for a while. It's nothing nobody hasn't seen. I think Mathil did something similar. I don't know if he did the Cyclone, but I know other people have. And maybe they didn't use Scion, but Spirit's the same. Maybe I'll finish the map and then go back. I didn't see anything good drop, but you never know. I backtracked through a map and found an exalt that I missed, so it's worth it. So is this just the nocturnal version of the beach? Where am I? Strand. Man. Oh my gosh. Keep moving. Stop it. Alright. Whatever. Six minutes in. Yeah, this will probably be a short one. I'm kind of getting bored already. Wow, look at all those level 1 maps. I was exchanging a lot of maps earlier, and I didn't really get much. Like, it pretty much slowed down in terms of trading and getting better maps around tier 7. Maybe we'll just do those. This shit's kind of annoying now. I know I'm still gonna pick up level 1 maps. Last season I was really cool with the changes they made to the Atlas. Now that there are more maps that are low level than there are not, I mean, I very rarely find a map that I can actually use. And I don't know if anybody else is having that problem, but it just plateaus, and then I can't do anything other than farm. Seemed like last league you could do pretty much any level of almost any tier of map as long as it was adjusted on the Atlas with the watchstones. But now it's just like, no, we have a specific idea of what you're doing next, and we're not going to help you. I think my Awakener level is either 3 or 4. I think it's 4. And like I said, there's literally nothing going on. I can't buy maps that are high level enough. I can't get them to drop neither. So it's kind of stuck running maps for no reason. Just hoping it gets better. Or I get more exalts. Can always make my guy more powerful, although she's starting to plateau. There's not a whole lot more I can do other than get my remaining 9 skill points, which is not going to happen. I'm close to 92, but all it takes is 1 death to lose a giant chunk of that. Chayula's Breachstone, huh? That sounds cool. Maybe we'll do that next. I also can do the Simulacrum. I have enough of the splinters. I think I want to max out my gems before I do that, but I'll do it before I give up on the game. I know that. Because, man, gems are a grind. Crafting recipe, huh? Ooh. More crits. Critical shits. Do I want to go back? Did I? I don't think I really missed it. I hate this game. People have been complaining about how much backtracking it takes to get the most out of Delirium, and the reaction from developers was just like, well, we could just drop everything at the end of the Delirium event that you would have picked up, but this isn't how we want to play the game. So how they want us to play the game is to get to the end, finish something, and then backtrack and waste a lot of time. Because I don't even think I dropped anything. I'm just going back to make sure. So this is, maybe somebody else has found a better way of just doing it. Maybe I'm being paranoid and I don't need to rush through Delirium. I can just pick up as I go, but I don't think that's the case. But while it's rewarding, you can miss a lot. And like I said, I've gone back and I found that I've walked by exalts, and sure, that's human error, but it was pretty easy to do given how much is going on the screen. I'm focused on not dying, not looking for exalts. Or currency in general. I mean, I don't think I'm missing a lot of exalts. I think I am missing some things. Maybe I need that mod that changes the colors of everything that drops. So they stand out better. No, I'm not actually sick. It's just really cold down here. This is where I sleep. Alright, I've never done this. Is this a map? Okay, yeah, here we go. Never done it. Never been here, never seen this. I don't know what Chigula's domain is. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what I'm in for. I'll probably die right away. Although I haven't died in one of the the whole map is revealed. Why is there a timer? Okay, I see. So I've got to race the timer. This is kind of cool, I guess. One thing I don't like is that there's this expectation that I need to be able to mow straight through hordes of enemies just to do this. I don't know if that's really a fun way to pigeonhole your players. Like, I enjoy Cyclone, and I enjoy being durable, but it seems like you're either able to just breeze through this or you're not able to do it at all. Like, somebody who, I don't know, has a Juggernaut build that isn't quite as fast as my Cyclone build, or any of Mathil's builds, which seem to breeze through maps, they would have had that timer run off. And I'm assuming that when that timer ends, the event is over and you no longer can get anything out of the map. Okay, timer stopped. I don't know why. But here's an arena, so probably got something to do with it. Can I put up a portal here? Yes, can. Alright. Come on, Cholula. Cholula. Oh, here we go. Not dead yet. Now I'm dead. Fuck. I don't want to lose all my XP. Fuck. I don't know if I want to do this. This was stupid. Fuck. I don't think I lost that much, but I don't... What is this? What is that? Alright, fuck this nonsense. I'm not doing this. This is garbage. I hate the contrast of being able to breeze through that level, and then I get to the boss and it's just like, do you know why you're dying? No one's gonna tell you. Well, that's good. I'm under half now, so under half XP. That's cool. That's a huge step backwards, but that's all right. Part of the fun is losing as often as you can and not being able to get anywhere in the game. Um, or rather, there being this illusion that you can get somewhere in the game when in fact you're pretty much fucked. I don't think anything else dropped. I feel like if I were to fight Chayula and beat him, I would be extremely underwhelmed with the results, because often in this game, when you are faced with a challenge that's pretty extreme, the game's just like, oh, don't worry about it. It's kind of meaningless anyway because we're not going to reward you. That's been my experience with this game so far, is that there just really isn't much incentive once you get to end game content to even really do it. So that was cool. I'm glad I lost a bunch of XP for nothing. We'll leave that boss alone, because I know I would beat him and it would be like, oh, here's some more splinters. And then I would just be wishing I had that. I mean, like I am now, I wish I had that XP instead of the experience of going into Chayula's domain and figuring out that that's something my build can't do. And going backwards on several hours of progress. Pretty weird game design, anyway. But clearly good enough. I'm playing it still. I could research it. I guess I could Google Chayula. I'm streaming though. Um, Occasionally I take breaks to do things on the internet. I don't particularly care to do that. And I also don't think that that's very fun. I mean, that's not a good gaming experience for me. I've been watching a lot of Mars's stream, and she's really cool. I really enjoy that I'm seeing her first dive into Dark Souls 3 and a lot of other games. That's how I genuinely choose and enjoy to play games, is having a blind run through and not knowing what I'm getting into, but still being able to finish that content. And this is just not that kind of game. You have to be very, very prepared, or you're gonna go back on an investment. You know, see diminishing returns on shit. I would rather be able to grow my character than get maybe a chaos, some shit I'll never use, and a bunch of uniques that I've seen about 1,000 times already. Because that's generally my experience with this game, is that, oh, okay, here's this good opportunity to get loot, but it's just going to be more of the loot that I've seen since I've been leveling this character. And I know I'm not the only person who's had that experience. Like, man, that gavel that drops, I see like 100 of them. Or that golden mask that pretty much makes everything, or switches around the ailments for your elemental damage. I don't know what it's called. I see it all the time and I'll never use it. I don't care. Or what what is it? Is it Rock Breaker or Earth Breaker? Or... I've got one in my inventory, I'm sure. Those drop all the time. The hammers that let you have more golems. Which I don't think the golem build is all that interesting at all. I don't think Elementalist is all that cool. If I have to choose between Elementalist and any other class, it's gonna be the last one. I'm not very interested. I think everything that the Elementalist can do, unless you really, really want your Herald, which I don't give a shit. I'm more apt to play something that I enjoy than something that I know is going to be successful. I put off Hollow Palm Technique for a while because I knew it would be my best build. It's the game on training wheels pretty much. You have Hollow Palm Technique and don't have to be good. I mean, look at look at this build. This is what I made. I am not good at this game. So obviously it's like having training wheels. I'm not discrediting people who play this way. Obviously, I enjoy it immensely. I wonder if I should have more chaos resist. 4% is not hot. Also, how did my... Oh, okay. I know what happened. I had more elemental resistances. Because I had... this. Now I do not. However, I can get that. Get the equivalent of that back. I could just take in this guy right here. Pretty much the same shit. But I have nothing I can sacrifice at the moment in terms of skill points. Except for maybe this guy here and then these. I don't think it's really worth it. Okay. Maybe it is worth it. I'll think about it. I'm not doing anything crazy. In fact, I'll probably just do a few more maps and then I'm done. I'm bored. I won't do blight maps, not yet, anyway. This map's only tier 12. Sure as fuck aren't gonna give me a tier 15 on my own. I'm gonna have to get it off the auction house or some shit. I hope they change that. I'm tired of seeing that warning. Oh, the maps we gave you are inadequate. You're on your own. Thanks, game. Sweet. Now I'm back to where I started, like an hour ago. It's like I've done nothing in the last hour. And once I start feeling that way with this game, I'm pretty much done until the next league. This is fucking stupid. Yeah, shut up. Oh boy, a jeweler's orb. I can't wait to 6-link something at some point. Man, I lost a lot of XP. I lost more XP doing that than fighting Chayula. That's fucking pathetic. Especially, you know, when I'm doing these maps only because I have no other choice. Like that's the pisser, is that if this were progressing toward me fighting another Crusader or another whatever, and getting closer to Cyrus, then that would be something. But nothing, there's no progression here. I just lost a bunch of shit for no reason. What is this? I'm gonna watch. So they just dropped that for me, right? Oh, that's tier 14, so I bet I need like tier 14 and 15. They don't tell me, they just tell me everything I'm doing is too low and not good enough. It's minimal progression though, because I'm gonna have to hope for more maps to drop, which usually they don't. Usually it's like I'm in a tier 12 or tier 13 and I'm getting the beach tier 1. What am I going to do with that other than turn it into other maps, which will still be too low? It's fucking stupid. I guess I'll do it. I wish I knew this was here. They like put it close to the beginning of the map, but then out of the way, so it's easy to miss. So you can go the whole map without seeing it. I mean, I'm not looking for it. Often I'm not really getting good stuff out of this. Oh my god. I think I should start playing something else for a little bit. Maybe I'll go back to Grim Dawn. That game makes sense. This game's kind of a guessing game. And you have to wonder if it's really functioning properly, given that plenty of glitches will like remove the graphic or the asset that lets you know that you're taking damage. For example, some attacks are invisible. I mean, on accident, but you're still taking damage from them, so you don't know to get out of the way. Pretty unfair, right? Especially when the game is so punishing. Maybe I'll go back to Dark Souls. I like streaming that. I just love playing that game. It's also a game where if you lose and you suck ass, you know exactly why. Those are the games I really appreciate. Is that, sure, I suck, but at least I get it. Like, I can see what I'm doing wrong and I can change my methods or my build or my anything. In this game, you gotta kind of just wonder what's happening sometimes. Alright. We'll see this 14 map. Only been playing for a half hour. Or streaming. I've been playing longer than that. Watch. Oh, it's not too low. You ever get hiccups really bad and you're worried you're gonna hiccup so hard you puke? Because that's kind of where I'm at right now. With these hiccups. Now I know that there's a way to add this sword to my build. And I've never used this sword. Yeah. Yeah. Put this sword away. Oh, god damn it. I hate this song. Dirty, 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 dir. There we go. You could just fight me now. Look at you. And that's why we save Berserk until there's something crazy on the screen. The Exalted Shard. Ugh. I haven't fought that guy in a while. I can't. Did I really just get one map out of that? Kind of upsetting, right? Yeah, I'm taking it too seriously. Hey, look, I'm almost at half experience. That's an exciting feeling. That's kind of useless, right? Nobody does Viper Strike. I don't know if that's true. That jewel makes Viper Strike look pretty good, actually. No. What we got here? All right, last map. I'm bored. I'm pretty bored. I might try another build. I probably won't stream it though. I really don't even feel like continuing, honestly. Again, fucking 4 steps back after 1 forward. You can't get anywhere in this fucking game. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm at 91. It's not like I'm struggling at 71. That was a pittance, though. I mean, these items, I don't even feel like picking them up. I know I can turn that into Chaos Orbs. I don't feel like playing that game anymore. That's not fun. But if you notice, when I'm playing and I die, my first question is, well, why did that happen? And what can I do is the second question. What can I do to prevent that from happening again? And there are games you play where it's just like, oh, I get it. I'm doing this wrong. But in this game, it's just like, who the fuck knows? We're not going to tell you. You're fucked. And I do spend a lot of time troubleshooting. And I don't know, I guess people like Math will just get the game a lot better. Or they just don't bitch and moan when they die. I've seen that dude make like at least five different builds for this league. And I'm not talking shit. I've taken huge inspiration off that dude, so not one bad thing to say about him. I don't know him. Plenty of bad things to say about this game, though. Grim Dawn, if you guys haven't played that, I'm gonna try Wolcen too. But Grim Dawn, you die, you figure it out. You're like, oh, that's not a surprise to me. It's easier, possibly for that reason, but I'm tired of dying and not knowing why. All right.